Hey everybody. This is actually my first time being live on this page. So I know we don't have a huge audience yet, but during this hard time when so many of us are stuck at home, my family has been self-quarantining for the past 3 weeks now. So it can be a difficult time to sorry, let me back up. I wanted to say that we decided as a group, hey, Kayla, that we would like to try to connect with you guys while we're all stuck at home. So I thought today I'd talk just a little bit about being creative while you're going through hard times. Creativity belongs to a part of our psyche that is fragile and unpredictable. Most of us struggle with upsets to our routine and our structure, and certainly having everybody home from school and from work is enough to do that. Plus, in the backs of our minds, we have this worry that's kind of constantly going on, whether we're thinking about it, on purpose, like consciously thinking about it or not. It's there. And it can really dampen our creativity. So I have just a couple tips to help you get through it. And I would love to hear your tips too, if you've got some additional ones. So my first tip is to focus on being creative in other areas other than your writing, if you're having difficulty getting that creative flow going. This could be crafting. Hey, Stephanie. This could be crafting with your kids or painting or gardening. Whatever creative inclinations you have, follow them and do them, because it's kind of like sometimes we need that that gateway to get us in the flow. You might feel like I can't write today, but after spending a little bit of time doing something else, but that also feeds our creative selves, we might feel a little more inclined to, like a little more like, okay, I can write. Hey, Jeff, good to see you. Okay, so the other thing is to spend time in nature. Humans have always had a relationship with the earth. Getting outside, breathing in the fresh air, and appreciating the world around you is a fantastic way to feed your soul and revitalize your creativity. If you're gardening, then you're sort of killing two birds with one stone, except for don't do that, because I'm quite sure that that would hurt your heart, and be the opposite of feeding your creativity. Okay, and the last thing is always my fall guy. It's always the one that I fall back on that resonates most with me, and that is to write anyway. Writing, even when we don't want to, is a lot like exercising, even when we don't want to. I pretty much hate exercise. I love sports and stuff, but I've never really been very good at formal exercise. Like I like practice, but I don't like exercise, if that makes sense. But even I have never come away from the gym feeling like I wish I hadn't gone. It's always, I was glad I went. I was tired, I was sore, it was a pain to do it, literally and figuratively, but I was glad I did it. And I think writing is exactly the same thing. There's never a time when I've finished writing that I have regretted doing it. I might regret what I wrote, like that it wasn't very good, but I'm always glad for the time I spend writing. And if writing in your story or your current work in progress or WIP isn't what thrills you, it's not what's feeling right, try doing some free writing about what's happening in your own life. We're going through a pretty remarkable time, And it could be really interesting to write about that and write about your feelings about that. Try writing longhand if your normal writing method is on the computer. Try doing character sketches or world sketches or things like that. And by sketches, I mean snippets, like writing snippets, not actual sketching. Although, you know, that goes into the doing something other than writing creativity part. So any kind of writing that you do is likely going to lead to you writing in your work in progress. So for me, I tell this tip all the time everywhere. So forgive me if you've heard me say it before, but I literally write blah, blah, blah. I don't know what to write. And usually I only need to write about a paragraph or less of that before I'm feeling the flow again, and I can start writing in my work in progress. But it may take you longer, and it may mean that you just write silliness for your entire writing session, but you did it, and you won't regret it. The next time it's time for you to write, I bet you'll feel a little bit more inclined to do so. Anyways, I'm Allie Cross. I forgot to introduce myself for anybody who is new to our page. And I'm the chair of the Literary Arts Society of West Jordan. And we are really wanting to try to reach out to all of you who are home and who may have more time to be more creative, or who are struggling to find their creative flow. I hope you'll check back to our page regularly. We're going to try to reach out to you like this during the quarantine and such. And if you have any extra tips that you'd like to add, things that have worked for you to help you stay creative during when times are hard, whether it's now or any other time of emotional stress or hardship, we would love to hear it. Just write it in the comments, and we'd love to see them. Anyways, thanks for being with me, guys. Talk to you later, and stay safe. Bye. And this is me trying to find my button because I've sort of closed my window. There we go. See you guys. Bye.